Everybody perspective. So that's not nothing in my place to answer. That's nothing I can't answer, not answer. But I know for sure I'm not. I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better. Yeah, overall, I feel like I'm doing great. I'm doing what I need to do each and every day. Um, remaining focused, remaining mind on the complete mission. Not really get comfortable. I'm not comfortable being a scout team player. Honestly, that's my situation. So I'm gonna make the best of it. And enjoy my moments. But
Breaking news from Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders has broken his silence, and this time, he's not holding back. Known for keeping his cool, Shedeur is stepping up and taking shots at others. In a bold statement, he declared that he's better than some of the quarterbacks currently playing in the NFL, even calling out Joe Flacco. But that's not all. Shedeur also expressed his frustration about being on the scout team, saying that while he doesn't enjoy it, he knows it's a necessary step to prove himself and earn a chance in the league. It's clear that Shedeur Sanders is ready to make a name for himself and won't let anything hold him back.
enjoy my moments. But overall, this isn't my end goal. Like I'm just enjoying myself, learning, doing everything I have to do, and just ready for my opportunity.
How frustrating can that be when you look around the league and you know that you can play well, he's better than some of the other quarterbacks, and having to kind of sit and be patient? How frustrating can that be?
Shedeur Sanders made it clear that waiting on the sidelines is not part of his plan. He knows he's ready for a starting role and has the skills to back it up. While he has been patient, he admitted to feeling anxious about not receiving the opportunity he believes he deserves: a place on the first team. This is the first time we've seen Shedeur lose his cool, and if the situation continues to build, it's likely that a new controversy will emerge. However, it's still early, and we're far from seeing the full picture unfold. Shedeur Sanders went on to criticize the team management, pointing out that Joe Flacco's performance speaks for itself. Although he's not currently on the field, Shedeur believes that everything happening has a purpose, and is confident the situation will eventually change. It's surprising to see Shedeur take aim at the management, but with Flacco struggling and no opportunities given to him, Shedeur's frustration is starting to boil over. While he hasn't fully lashed out at everyone, it's clear that his patience is running thin, and things are looking increasingly tense as he's reached his breaking point. Despite the frustration, Shedeur Sanders is doing his best to stay calm, reminding himself that everything happens for a reason and that God must have a plan for him. While he insists he is patient, it's clear that the struggles he's endured have taken their toll, and his frustration is completely understandable. He emphasized that he's not being impatient and trusts in God's timing, believing things will eventually change. However, the one thing that he found concerning is that the whole situation now feels almost laughable to him. His frustration is real, but he's holding on to faith that things will improve. For the first time, Shedeur Sanders addressed his position on the depth chart. He acknowledged that while he is fully committed and focused, his current spot on the chart doesn't align with the idea of him playing anytime soon. However, he's taking it one day at a time, refusing to be swayed by outside opinions. Shedeur remains locked in on his purpose, staying focused on his goals without letting distractions affect his mindset. Despite the situation, he's staying grounded and determined to prove himself when the opportunity finally comes.
I focus on each and every day on what I got to do, and just because where I am on the depth chart, don't let that dictate, my mindset each and every day, because you don't know what happened or what could happen. So it's really, just keeping the mindset of just staying locked in, staying into everything, and remaining focused on the main thing.
Shedeur Sanders addressed the rumors claiming he's close to starting, stating that he's unsure about that possibility. However, one thing he knows for certain is that he's ready. Shedeur emphasized that his preparation and focus have been constant, and he's confident in his abilities. He made it clear that he is fully prepared to step into a starting role, even right now. Despite the uncertainty around his position, Shedeur's commitment to his goals remains firm, and he's ready to prove himself whenever the opportunity arises. His confidence and readiness are undeniable, no matter the situation.
I don't think playing or not playing, is in my hands. So I think based on the situation. It's if things happen, things pan out where I play, then I'll be out there and I'll be ready to play. So I'm ready to play right now.
Shedeur Sanders isn't the only one feeling the pressure. Both the Browns media and fans are growing increasingly anxious about the situation. Mary Kay Cabot highlighted that the upcoming matchup against Detroit is a critical moment for Joe Flacco, calling it a make-or-break game for his future with the team. This game represents his last chance to prove he still has a place in the Browns' offense. If he performs well and puts points on the board, he could extend his time with the team. However, if he falters again, the organization is prepared to move forward, shifting focus to the future and giving Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders the opportunity to compete and develop as rookie quarterbacks. Mary Kay Cabot reinforced her point by highlighting the specific qualities Shedeur Sanders brings to the table, qualities that have been lacking in the Browns' offense. She praised his impressive arm strength and control, especially in tight situations. Cabot pointed out that when a defender closes in during scout team reps, Shedeur can either fire the ball with speed or deliver it with the perfect touch, depending on the situation. She also noted that his sidearm throws are particularly notable for their precision. When it comes to passing lanes, Shedeur has the ability to adjust and loft the ball perfectly, showing remarkable skill. Mary Kay Cabot stated that Shedeur Sanders is fully equipped in terms of his play, with the only area in need of improvement being his pre-snap processing. She was particularly impressed by his readiness, noting that he not only believes in his own preparation, but also acknowledged the readiness of his teammates like Gage Larvadain and others. This highlights his mindset, showing that he's not just focused on earning a spot with the first team for himself, but also on ensuring his teammates are ready and contributing to the overall success of the team.
And these are the kinds of things that you have to be able to know how to do pre-snap. And, when we talk about is Shedeur ready, these are the things that he's still working on. But I was struck by how ready he thinks he is. He feels really excited and ready. And he thinks Gage Larvadain is ready and Caden Davis is ready. He's like, you need to see these guys. Like, these guys are really, really doing really well, and they just need their opportunity.
It's clear that Shedeur Sanders has always been known for his patience and determination. But after 6 months of relentless pressure, the frustration is starting to show. Despite his calm demeanor, the constant waiting, uncertainty, and lack of opportunities have clearly begun to take a toll. He's been grinding every day, staying focused, and working hard to prove himself. Yet he still feels like the chance to show what he's truly capable of hasn't come. And while he continues to trust the process and believes that his moment is on the horizon, there's no denying the frustration that's built up from the lack of respect and recognition he feels he deserves. Shedeur has made it clear that he's ready for the opportunity, and while his patience remains, it's natural for anyone to feel overwhelmed after months of being sidelined. The constant comparisons, the lack of chances, and the feeling of being overlooked have put him in a tough spot. But one thing is for sure, Shedeur Sanders is determined, and when his moment comes, he's going to seize it completely. As fans, it's important to rally behind him through this challenging time. He's not just fighting for his place, but for everything he's worked toward. So let's continue to support Shedeur, encourage him, and believe in his journey. We all know he's capable of greatness, and with our support, he will make it. Keep rooting for him. The best is yet to come. What do you think? Is Shedeur Sanders ready to take that next step, or does he need more time to prove himself? How long do you think he should have to wait before getting his chance to start? Do you believe his frustration is justified, or is he being too impatient? And what about the pressure he's facing from both the media and the fans? How much of an impact do you think it's having on his mindset? Let's hear your thoughts. How do you think Shedeur will handle this challenge, and what's next for him in his journey?